Hello there, and welcome back to more Dragon Age Inquisition. So, we just got notifications that since we've been away, so I feel like I should probably explain this. So, for those people that are aware, when we go in the war room here, we can look at the map and we can do all these different side quest things with our three different factions that we control: Leliana's informants and assassins, the Orlesian chicks stuff, and Cullen's things. Freldon Captain's Longsword. Commander Cullen, your honor guard was welcome sight at Devon's Vigil. As a measure of thanks, I am sending Freldon arms and equipment for your troops. Sincerely, Terran Fergus Cusland. Except report. What do we got going on here? Deal with relatives of the Drevalians. Dear Lady Monteliette, the Herald of Andraste's relatives have become much more restrained when discussing the Inquisition, going so far as to avoid the subject entirely. Whatever future boon they may ask of us, their newfound modesty is most gratifying. Best regards, Lady Bottlefort. Indeed. And Amulet of Power. And also you get rewards from, so you actually get items. My dear Leliana, your author friend is truly a mystery. Our search uncovers only a string of foreign accounts. The trail of coin led from Antiva to Tevinter to the Free Marches and Orlais. Someone hid their tracks well, but not well enough. Your writer is in Kirkwall. And remember, you owe me a favor. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. What do we got? Alright, let's back up. Let's go to Orlais because we still have missions here to do. Alright, so we got two. Choose the successor for Lydas. Part of a Ben Hasroth report noting the current fight for succession in Lydas, which has been without a direct ruler since Duke Remak died early in the Orlesian Civil War. The duchy will go to one of three members of the dead Duke's family, all of whom have possible claims to the position due to the complex nature of Orlesian politics. His cousin, Carolina, already a duchess by marriage, his daughter, Manette, whose claim is muddied by her youthful naivete, and the fact that her father pushed her into a life of service to the Chantry after his wife's death, likely to protect her from the dangers of the game. And his brother, Jen Gaspard, an ambitious and cunning man who has been searching for power. Carolina is capable and not overly invested in overseeing Lydas personally. Manette would be the most easily manipulated, but less likely to be useful. Jen Gaspard would be difficult to manipulate and could present a threat if he succeeds his brother. Any of the three candidates could become a valuable ally to the Inquisition, but the other two must be removed from the play first. Alright, so she's got that, he's got that. Alright, so this is definitely one for Josephine.
At your service.
Give this one. Utilize the Grey Warden treaties. Okay. Fancy building an organization, just like building an army. You need soldiers, weapons for arms, food. Okay. I guess we won't be doing that right now. The Red Heart available. What is this? Such is the reach of the threat that the Inquisition received offers from all corners of Thetis. From a distant clan of Dalish comes a surprise, a letter in the flowing script. Perhaps you are not as we and do not share what we believe, but this threat is common to us all, for the wounded sky belongs to everyone. If nothing else, we would have you sure of foot in your journey toward your victory. Mas Ansalin Las. Okay. Okay, I can literally just... Okay, it's completed. The Red Heart has arrived, but it can only be described as inspirational. Okay, we'll take that. So that's nothing. That's busy. Okay, so she's doing that. Can't do that quite yet. Let's see what else we have in Ferelden. Gather coin. What is this? Secrets of Andraste. The ruins discovered in the mountain passage during the recent search and of okay, so I can only use Liliana for this. I could hypothetically use her, but I can't, I guess. So
Let's see what we have.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. So I don't know why that's still on the board then. It should probably be taken off unless there's something else that's going to happen. Alright, let's gather some coin. While the others are getting shenanigans done. Alright, so we're going to exit the war room just for right now. And first things first, we do have some shit that we got. And we got... Oh, we leveled up. Alright, well, first things first. Let's take a quick look around. Even Raider Greatsword. Oh, I can use the Freldon Captain Longsword, Canary. I'll take this. Alright, yeah, I like it. It's kind of a bitch, but I like it. Cassandra. Okay, nothing else for her. Blackwall, probably the same thing. Yep, okay. Solus, I know he has nothing. Varric, he has Bianca. What does that do? 95? 116. Well, it does more than what his currently does. Alright. Alright, what about arm? What about accessories? Iron Bull doesn't have any accessories. What does this do? Gain an ability point when equipped, single use. This is Varric, okay. Okay. Fuck it. God damn it, Liliana's already done. Jesus Christ, people. You'd think I had nothing else to do but go to a war table and send you people out in some kind of weird, fucked up game. Alright, who fucking chimed in?
Chancellor Roderick came to speak with me. Could you try not to antagonize him?
If I offend the man so easily, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
I already did that. That still has... So Liliana, I'm pretty sure, was doing this. Okay, why is it saying that... Alright, whatever. Fuck it. I don't know if there's anything else left in the camp to do. Oh, I still have to upgrade myself. Because goddamn reasons. Costs less stamina and deals increased damage against targets that have been knocked down. Enemies knocked down by mighty blow are slower to get back to the... I will take that as 110 fucking %. Varric has a point. Okay, let's give him some more shit he can do. Iron Bull has 9 points. Alright, so he's not really going to be using a shield that much. He's going to be similar to me. Let's just fucking annihilate that. I forgot my name was Pootie Tang. And Pootie Tang.
Has revealed to me, as there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but one God, and He is our.
I don't know who you are. You're weird. Alright, we're gonna go to the world map. Looks like there's shit everywhere. But we have these 2 side missions to do. So let's go and do the secluded courtyard. Bring Varric. Bring Blackwall. Let's bring Iron Bull. Oculara. I do like the little tarot card things. Like, the loading screens in this are kind of nice. Hang on a quick second. We're back in the saddle again. You son of a bitch.
They know who I work for.
Damn it. You think there's anything that can stop us? We are the dealers of death, sir. I'm looting you. I will loot everything. For my master. Yes. Alright, well, nothing really here. What's up here? Show me what you got.
Herald of Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Or not.
Just say what?
What is that?
Ugh.
Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're kind of plain, really. All that talk, and then you're just person. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Some say that. Who the
Some
fuck are
believe
you?
I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you, and what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches. Right in the plums!
One less to worry about! Why did you take their weapon?
Good work, lads.
Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
How about we get to know each other first? You know, names and such.
One name. No, wait, 2. Well, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I used them to help you. Plus arrows.
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. But if you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
Yes, you can join.
All right, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
I don't know if you have a butthole. God, her fucking image thing is terrifying. A friend of Red Dicks. Alright. What else do I got in here? Doesn't like anything else of use. Alright, then we're gonna go to the next one. There's another one up here. We got Blackanese people. I have a cat. It's annoying. Lady, I may honestly still be covered in blood.
Lord Trevelyan of Ostwick, representing the Inquisition.
A pleasure, sir. We so rarely have a chance to meet anyone new. It is always the same crowd at these parties. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer. Or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
You know of me?
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fade.
They exaggerate a bit.
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject for wild tales.
About our orgies?
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit.
Can I punch you?
Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
That's not true. I'm just searching for Divine Justinia's killer.
Of course you are. I'm sure your army is out scouring the hills for her murderer as we speak. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a man of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
Okay.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests.
You got titties.
You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lord, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
I don't care.
The Marquis doesn't interest me. Do whatever you like with him.
Poor Marquis. Issuing challenges and hurling insults like some Ferelden dog-lord. And all dressed up in your Aunt Solange's doublet. Didn't she give you that to wear to the Grand Tourney? To think, all the brave chevaliers who will be competing left for Markham this morning, and you're still here. Were you hoping to sate your damaged pride by defeating the Herald of Andraste in a public duel? Or did you think his sword would end the shame of your failure? Run along, my dear. Do give my regards to your aunt. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you.
Okay.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first Enchanter of Montsimard and Enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Your salon has certainly exceeded my expectations so far.
I'm glad to keep you entertained, my dear. I wanted to meet face to face. It is important to consider one's connections carefully. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
Welcome aboard.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
Alright, bitch, you come with me. You come with me and we do shit. I don't even know what's going on no more. The Lost Art of Balefire. Varric Tethras. Everybody loves Varric. They did that bastard dirty. Alright, what are we looking at now? We still got shenanay and shenanigans and shit. Alright, where are our bros? Sarah, Vivienne, okay. Do you have anything to say to me, Varric?
Need something?
I have a personal question.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Where are you from?
You from Ferelden? Orlais?
Free marches. Born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no. Kirkwall's not that bad.
How do you know Cassandra?
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
Tell me about the crossbow.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. Funny story. I bought a salvaged ship and found her locked in a dragonbone reinforced chest in the hold. I broke 3 dozen lockpicks and blunted 9 saws opening that trunk, but it was worth it.
Why Bianca?
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
And the reason for that is?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
What books do you write?
You're an author? What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands at a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
Oh god, you have no idea, bro. The foreshadowing.
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in money lenders. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half a beet plantation in Ravane somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
If you've run a spy network, why is Liliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Thank you, Varric. Alright, now we're gonna go talk to Sarah. Where's your butt face?
Sarah?
We got the songs.
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger.
Like my
Yeah,
penis?
I meant the stronghold, but it sounded like... Well, it's funny, right? Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
It's not just a war between those two.
Well, sure, the sky has a hole in it, but I can't put an arrow in that. Well, I have. Doesn't come down. That's weird. And that's the point, right? It's weird and right there, but they still want to punch each other. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
That's why we're here. To help guide everyone back from the brink.
The religious ones tell you that. That's important, right? But don't make it all about that. Seems like believing too hard is what got everyone here. And here is stupid and smells of horse. Really, what everyone needs is to get everything back to normal and proper and profitable. Sound good to you, all-chosen Lord Herald?
We'll succeed. We have to.
I'm committed to putting an end to this crisis, whatever it takes.
It's why I'm here, yeah? This is where it gets done, whatever it is. Can't do a bloody thing with everyone pissing themselves. Stupid everyone.
Let's go pound ass. Alright, what else do you have to say, woman?
Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
Is the Inquisition what you thought it would be?
Calling an Inquisition is a bit much, isn't it? Does this lot even know what they're chasing? Fair question for me as well, I suppose. Everybody following a rumor. At least I'm used to that.
Indeed.
Tell me about yourself.
What about me?
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
Usually it takes considerable discipline. Hence my question.
Hence? Look, I work at it. Practice a little. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Is it an elf thing?
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher. Where would I find one in alleyways anyway?
Where are you from?
How about the basics? Where are you from?
Ferelden?
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
All over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
Oh, you're from wherever. I'm from north wherever.
What?
North wherever. Oh, we had fun on street and or in local tavern.
Oh, hardy ha. Oh, funny you. It's complicated. I don't like complicated. Let's leave it at that. Maybe.
You're different for
You're
enough.
not like most of the elves I've met.
Thanks, right? Or was that an insult? Suppose I could go barefoot and whine. Like that's soulless, right? Never be as good as we were. Well, who's we? I'm just fine.
I think there's more to it than that. A few thousand years more.
Hey, someone wants to be angry about old debts, be angry. Be a terror that never lets an enemy forget. But if you're digging it up so you can wear it, that's just weird. I mean, the Dalish don't really know. They have stories, but that's all they are. It's all fancy dress, not history.
We'll talk later.
If you say so.
Okay. Oh, there's something I can read here. A tale of the Frostbacks. Even mountains had a heart once. When the world was young, Korth, the mountain father, kept his throne at the peak of Belenus, the mountain at the center of the world, from which he could see all the corners of the earth and sky. And he saw strong men become weak, brave men grow cowardly, and wise men turn foolish for love. Korth devised a plan that he might never be betrayed by his own heart. By taking it out and hiding it where no soul would ever dare search for it, he sealed it inside a golden cask, buried it in the earth, and raised around it the fire-cast mountains, the world he had ever seen, the Frostbacks to guard it. Sorry, the fiercest mountains the world had ever seen, the Frostbacks to guard it. But without his heart, the mountain father grew cruel. His chest was filled with bitter mountain winds that shrieked and howled like lost souls. Food lost its flavor, music had no sweetness, and he lost all joy in deeds of valor. He sent avalanches and earthquakes to torment the tribes of men. Gods and men rose against him, calling him a tyrant, but with no heart. Korth could not be slain. Soon there were no heroes left, either among men or gods, who would dare challenge Korth. The Lady of the Skies sent the best of her children, the swiftest, the cleverest, and the strongest flyers, to scour the mountains for the missing hearth. And for a year and a day they searched, but sparrow and raven, vulture and eagle, swift and albatross returned to her with nothing. Then the Pendarmberber spoke up and offered to find the god chief's heart. The other birds laughed, for the Narberdurber is a tiny bird too humble to soar, which spends half its time hopping along the ground. The lady would not give the little creature her blessing, for the mountains were too fierce even for eagles, but the Narberdurber set out anyway. A little bird traveled deep into the Frostbacks. When she could not fly, she crawled, she hugged the ground, and weathered the worst mountain winds, and so made her lonely way to the valley, where the heart beat. With all the gods' terrible deed, the heart was far too heavy for the tiny bird to carry, so she rolled it, little by little, out of the valley and down a cliff, and when the golden casket struck the earth, it shattered. The heart was full, almost to bursting, and the pain of it roused the mountain god to come see what had happened. When Korth neared his heart, it leapt back into his chest, and he was whole again. Then Hakon, Winter's Breath, bound Korth's chest with 3 bands of iron and 3 bands of ice, so it could never again escape, and all the remaining gods, named the Bird, honored above even the loftiest eagle. The Burda Burda, an Avo tale from Ferelden folklore and history by Sister Patrine Chapley Scholar. Well, shit, son. Bitch, what you got?
Oh, Maker, you were him. You were the Herald of Andraste.
I live here.
To us to show the world her love, and I am ready for that love. Well, I'm not ready for that kind of love. That is, unless that's what you want. But, I mean, I'm Flissa. Can I get you a drink?
It's all right, Flissa. I won't do anything frightening.
If you wanted to close the breach, I wouldn't mind. As I said, I'm Flissa. The Inquisition soldiers needed a place to unwind, so Leliana brought me in to set up a tavern. Nothing fancy, but it's safer for the soldiers than looking for trouble in some village.
How do you know Liliana?
You said Liliana asked you to run an Inquisition tavern. How did you meet?
Dumb luck, mainly. I managed an inn back in Denerim. When I heard interesting gossip, I'd pass word to Liliana. Sometimes it was helpful. She asked if I wanted to own my own tavern, and I said yes. I didn't realize she meant this.
Indeed. What can I find in Haven?
What can you tell me about this area?
Adan is Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harrit is the Inquisition's smith. Whatever he can't make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segrit. His prices aren't too high. Yet. Oh, there's also Minave. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
I don't know what you assholes want to do. I'm going to jump on your bottom and kill all of you.
Segrit told me that he can't let the herbs go for anything less than 8.
$29 elf fruit. 18 elf. I need a shit ton of elf fruit.
Fine. We'll gather our own. Tell Segrit he better hope he doesn't need a salve anytime soon.
I'll take that.
You're back. And in one piece.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Tegan's notes.
You said you thought Master Tajin was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up, you just give the word.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
Solus, what you got going on, bro?
What can I do for you?
I'd like to know more about you, Solus.
Why?
You're an apostate, yet you risked your freedom to help the Inquisition.
Not the wisest course of action when framed that way.
I appreciate the work you're doing, Solus. I just wanted to know more about you.
I'm sorry. There's so much fear in the air. What would you know of me?
Where have you studied?
You said you'd traveled to many different places.
This world, or its memory, is reflected in the fade. Dream in ancient ruins, you may see a city lost to history. Some of my fondest memories were found in crumbling cities, long picked dry by treasure seekers, the best of the battlefields. Spirits press so tightly on the veil that you can slip across with but a thought.
Any place in particular?
I dreamt at Ostagar. I witnessed the brutality of the Darkspawn and the valor of the Ferelden warriors. I saw Alistair and the hero Ferelden light the signal fire, and Logain's infamous betrayal of Kaelin's forces.
I've heard the stories. It would be interesting to hear what it was really like.
That's just it. In the Fade, I see reflections created by spirits who react to the emotions of the warriors. One moment, I see heroic wardens lighting the fire, and a power-mad villain sneering as he lets King Kaelin fall. The next, I see an army overwhelmed and a veteran commander refusing to let more soldiers die in a lost cause.
And you can't tell which is real.
It is the Fade. They are all real.
Have you always traveled and studied alone?
Not at all. I have built many lasting friendships. Spirits of wisdom, possessed of ancient knowledge, happy to share what they had seen. Spirits of purpose helped me search. Even wisps, curious and playful, would point out treasures I might have missed.
I don't know of any spirits by those names.
They rarely seek this world. When they do, their natures do not often survive exposure to the people they encounter. Wisdom and purpose are too easily twisted to pride and desire.
You're saying that you became friends with pride and desire demons?
They were not demons for me.
Meaning?
The Fade reflects the minds of the living. If you expect a spirit of wisdom to be a pride demon, it will adapt. And if your mind is free of corrupting influences, if you understand the nature of the spirit, they can be fast friends.
It's amazing.
I'm impressed that you could become friends with spirits.
Anyone who can dream has the potential. Few ever try. My friends comforted me in grief and shared my joy. Yet, because they exist without form, as we understand it, the Chantry declares that spirits are not truly people. Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
Spirits are bound by their nature. You said it yourself. They're shaped by contact with real people.
Just as Liliana was shaped by contact with divine Justinia. As those who serve the Inquisition are shaped by you. If I change your mind in this conversation, does that mean you're no more real than a spirit?
You've thought about this.
On occasion, yes.
What made you start studying the Fade?
I grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, especially one gifted with magic. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of wonders I had never imagined. I treasured my dreams. Being awake, out of the Fade, became troublesome.
Did spirits try to tempt you?
No more than a brightly colored fruit is deliberately tempting you to eat it. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits, and how to interact safely with the rest. I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness. There was so much I wanted to explore.
I gather you didn't spend your entire life dreaming.
No. Eventually, I was unable to find new areas in the Fade.
Why?
2 reasons. First, the Fade reflects the world around it. Unless I traveled, I would never find anything new. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interesting.
Is this why you joined the Inquisition?
I joined the Inquisition because we were all in terrible danger. If our enemies destroyed the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head while dreaming of the Fade. Ah, Inquisitor, that is why I joined, not why I stayed.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. In truth, I've enjoyed experiencing more of life to find more of the Fade.
How so?
You strengthen your body to deliver and withstand punishment. The muscles are an enjoyable side benefit. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Alright, Solus. I'm tired of being weird with you for right now. Yeah, what's Liliana up to? She fucking around.
I heard the Templars.
You fucking around to find out, Liliana?
There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Farria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
It will be done.
I'm sorry you had to see that. Trust me. Everything I do is to protect our interests. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
Don't be a bitch to me.
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
Carry on. Carry on, my wayward son. Vivian, what do you got to talk to me about?
I met an elven mage earlier. Solus, I believe he was called. I admit I was surprised. I didn't expect to find mages among the Inquisition. Tell me, why were you at the Divine Conclave?
The war benefits no one. It must end, and order must be restored.
If only the rebels saw things so clearly. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost.
Indeed.
Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
I'll try not to let them down.
Failure is a luxury we cannot afford, my dear. For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
If that's true, then I'll put it to good use.
I suppose we'll see. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
No, we're gonna keep talking to you.
Yes?
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
If the Circle disbanded, how can you still belong to it?
The Circle is an idea, my dear. And an idea cannot be dissolved. Many of the first enchanters voted for rebellion, caring little that anything short of a unanimous decision would pit mage against mage. Rather than dissolving it, Grand Enchanter Fiona's vote split the Circle in two. The rebels follow her, the loyalists follow me.
If you lead all the loyalists, why are you only First Enchanter and not Grand Enchanter?
Grand Enchanters are elected, and since there are no First Enchanters besides myself, no vote can be held. I could name myself Grand Enchanter, but the title holds no meaning now. When the circles are restored, that will change.
Okay, what's circle life
What
like?
was it like to live in a circle?
My dear, your question is the root of all problems with mages. I cannot tell you. Every circle was different. Their Templars were different, their politics unique. And every person within each tower had an experience of circle life unique to themselves. Some people suffered and some were content. Some were cruel, some compassionate, and some indifferent. The same is true of people everywhere, in all circumstances, whether they are mages or not.
So, tell me about your personal experience with the Circle.
I enjoyed life in the Montsimard Circle, my dear. It was an edifice devoted to knowledge and refinement. And mages need the company of other mages. No one else can truly understand the challenges we face, nor see the world as we do.
You must have an opinion of the Templars after living so long in the Circle.
Having opinions about Templars, my dear, is exactly like having opinions about mages or Navarrans or men. I have known some who were impossible to endure and some who were utterly charming. I have suffered insults at the hands of those in the armor, but no more than I endured from nobles or tradesmen in Val Royaux. Personally, I have found the Templars a useful tool. skilled at keeping more unpleasant elements at bay.
How did we come to this state where the Circle's in revolt?
A failure of perspective that infected Circle leadership. Mages lived solely in a world of Templars and mages. They could not even imagine what was beyond the tower walls. Kirkwall gave the world a reason to remember its fear of magic. A mage killed hundreds with a snap of their fingers. Across Thedas, a new tangible fear of magic grew. Commoners and nobles alike called out to the Chantry for protection. But the malcontents in the towers thought nothing of this. They cared only for themselves and for their anger at the new Templar restrictions. When a mage attempted to assassinate Divine Justinia again, the mages protested the investigation. The leadership chose to vote on independence based on the intolerable conditions imposed by the Templars, sparing no thought to the fact that magic was more feared in the aftermath of these attacks than it had been since Tevinter's day. So long as they had their freedom, they could care little for riots, angry mobs, or about pitting mages against each other.
Indeed.
Are you familiar with Grand Enchanter Fiona?
We've met. Before her horrendously ill-timed and selfish vote for independence, I thought her adequate at her job. In her dotage, she could not handle looking after the well-being of so many people. We would have done better to replace her years ago, to let her spend time gardening.
I thought the fighting was only between mages and Templars. Why are mages fighting mages?
The vote for independence was carried by only a small margin, but Fiona chose to let the motion stand. Those who opposed a rash declaration of war against the entire free world had little choice. By breaking from the Chantry when they did, the rebels declared themselves in support of mass murder. Anyone who did not wish to support terrorism and the slaughter of innocents was forced to take arms against the rebels.
Did they have cause to rebel?
In the aftermath of their terrorist attacks? Was that really the most opportune time to break away? By all means protest abuses by the Templars. Just don't do it in a way that says mages support wholesale murder. By voting when they did, my colleagues all but declared war upon the ordinary people of Thedas. A war in which we are outnumbered 100 to 1.
Sexy.
These truths the Maker has revealed to me. As there is but one world, one life, one death.
Where am I going? Oh, I forgot we had a fucking dungeon. Yeah, we have a dungeon here. You keep prisoners. Don't twist their fucking assholes.
Do you need anything more?
Shut up, you stupid bitch.
If you're not using them later, Segrit is willing to pay.
I don't feel comfortable letting parts from demons be available for sale. What may I do for you?
Alright, I don't really care. Goodbye.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
Alright, we're going back in the hole. We did have a few of these things that apparently completed themselves when we were running around talking to all the folks. I won't do another exposition dump for a while.
My scouts still comb the hills for clues about the explosion. I'll take what I can find.
Ambassador Monteliet, I am of course pleased to aid the Inquisition in its holy endeavor. My wife, Carolina, has recently been taken by a religious fervor and has declared her intention to live the rest of her life in a small chantry near the Arbor Wilds, where she will have the solitude necessary to live her life of spiritual reflection and repentance. As such, I have sold most of her gown and jewelry, and am pleased to make the resulting funds my gift to the Inquisition. You sold your life into slavery. Letter addressed by Vivienne lies open on the table. A note has been added to the top which reads, Josephine, darling, you should take care of this. V. My dearest Vivienne, you cannot have heard the shocking allegations against the Inquisition, or surely you would never have been seen with them. Allow me, as a friend, to open your eyes. People are saying that Divine Justinia is indeed alive. but that the Inquisition, her closest advisors and most trusted servants, have orchestrated all this chaos on her orders, that it was Seeker, Pentagast, and Sister Nightingale who sabotaged the Conclave in order to eliminate opposition within the Chantry and cut off the heads of the Mage Rebellion and Templars in a single stroke. Excuse me. To save your own reputation, you must escape this acquaintance immediately. My deepest concern... Blah, 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 blah.
Let us begin.
Alright. I reassigned you, woman. Go fuck them up. Alrighty then. Let's go to the world map. I guess we could do the memories of the gray stuff. So there's one that's literally right here. We'll take Varric, Blackwall, and Solus. I think we have... Ooh, I know we have at least one more. No, we have two more companions, I believe, left to pick up at some point. But I don't think they come until the second act. We're making our way downtown. Holding fast with this cat. Alright, let's go find traces of shit. Come on, Blackwall. Find the camps. Camps.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
There we are.
Good find.
Okay. That seems pretty damn easy to get his approval. We still have to go and check some of this shit out. That is a fucking dead end, but we have another rift in the woods there. I can't go up there yet either because that dragon will fucking kill me. I might be able to get to the Dwarfs Pass one, but we'll try it later. Alright, let's go here. Let's find some more of these sites for Blackwall. So that way he'll approve of us. Isn't that right? I have a cat. Snowflake, approve of us. Approve of us. Yes. This is a very, very foolish animal.
Nothing to report, sir.
Oh, gee, thanks. Like I needed your fucking bullshit to tell me that. You fucking skank. There it is. I need elf fruit. Oh, what's over here? Oh, elf fruit. So much elf fruit. And more elf fruit. How much elf fruit must there be? Maps of the deep roads.
I think the Inquisition could benefit from this.
Oh, there's more shit? God damn it, how do I get in that room? There's gotta be a way. Give me that elf fruit. There's this. More elf fruit. I'll find you, elf fruit. I gotta upgrade my healing shenanigans. Oh god, there's more of it. It's fucking growing everywhere. That is still a problem. How the fuck am I supposed to get over there? Of course I'll take more elf fruit. You can't stop me. You can't stop me from taking all the elf fruit. You know? Jesus Christ. Everywhere I walk. So much elf fruit. Alright, so we got both of those things for this place. So where are the other ones? So there's one. Okay, we can't go to do much in the Fallow Mire right now. We still have some stuff there. We haven't really done much in the Fallow Marches. So why don't we travel here and see what's up? Because we really haven't done anything here, because I don't think we were at level when we came here before, but I think that we might have been like level 4 or 5. So now we're level 9, so we should be able to swing with them a little bit. So we have another area to kind of look around in. Also, there are things and stuff. You, requisitions, bitch. Report to me.
What is it?
This could help us.
Fruit of diseased tissue, you say? Alright. What is around here? What is this? Diary of Peter Marsh. The gardens are too sick to save, everyone says. Grandfather and my brother barricaded them in their own house so they wouldn't make anyone else sick. Yelled at me for watching instead of helping, said it was for our own good. There's no more lights in the garden's home. In the gardener's home. What is this? Rivian. Nowhere in my travels, not in the heart of the Imperium nor the streets of Orzammar, have I felt so much an outsider as in Rivian. The chant of light never truly reached the ears of these people. The years they spent under the thumb of the Qunari left most of the country's zealous followers of the Qun. But resistance to the chant goes deeper than the Qunari War. The Riviani refused to be parted from their seers, wise women who are in fact hedge mages communicating with spirits and actually allowing themselves to become possessed. The chantry prohibition against such magical practices violates millennia of local tradition. From the pursuit of knowledge, the travels of Chantry Scholar, my brother Genitivi! He has come back! We have been seeing that motherfucker since the first. If I see him in Veilguard, if I fucking see him in Veilguard, I will lose my fucking shit. Oh, there's so much crap. Light of Andraste. Elf fruit. Give me that. Or Alfred. Give me that. You don't get to say no. Alright, we're gonna go kick some ass, Timmy. Oh god, they're level 12s. We can do this though. They're just undead weirdos. Okay. We got him, boys. What did we discover?
Careful.
Discovered the swamp.
Disturbing the water draws them out.
Well, he's dead.
Goodbye.
How many more we got? There's more undead people. Fear my power. Alright, we're doing okay. Go kill the other ones. You have nothing. No! the genitavi. You have done this to me. Get him out of there. Okay, I'll take you all down. I don't give a shit.
Is that a beacon of some
Oh,
sort?
Summerstone. I need this. Going on. We got zombies. Fuck you, zombie. Filthy bitch. Well, I've nothing like it.
If we find any more beacons, we could lure the undead onto solid ground. Might be a faster fight.
Keep an eye out for more then.
What is this? Do I have to do something to this? What is this? Alright, we should keep running. Now there's fucking ghosts. Another beacon? Or is this an acid trip? Could be both. Apostate Widrus's journal. This thick journal is half indecipherable. The parts that can be read are splattered with ink as if the author had written them in a hurry. There were years of notes in that book. Years. Who could have taken it or decipher it? Did someone follow me from the circle? I bet it was Wernham or Claris. They always were jealous little busybodies. If they saw what I've done, the demons I've harnessed, they'd be green with envy. Who's afraid of spirits? Now, you simpering Hughes. But I must have my book back. I will write down the cipher again before I forget again. These demons are clever, and I can't have them demanding a price for decrypting my known notes. Concoctions I can make with the plants here in safe amounts will open my mind to vistas past the Fade. The demons hint it is beyond me because they wish to undermine me. It's so clear. It's so very clear. Okay. We're gonna light this, and then we're gonna kill all the fucking undead things. Because we're G's. Bring it on, Timmy. Bring it the fuck on, Timmy. Fuck you, Timmy. Ah, God, my dick. I will harness the power of the gods. Cannot have me. Give me your flesh. Damn it. Interesting. Blue vitriol, you say? I'll take that. Fear me, it was in slow motion. I'll loot every last bit of it. No more. Alright, here we go. This is what I wanted to try and get up to. What's in the hole? Free army warrior armor. Okay. Maybe. Do I have to... take all that. Not 100% certain what it wants me to do. There's something there. Looks like we have an active portal. These are beacons, so that means I can travel back. Ooh, I also have that. Let's go... yeah, let's go and see if we can get ourselves to the next encampment. Set that thing up. Alright, here we go.
This would work for a
What is
camp.
this? Note from a scout. The paper is small and thin, meant for transport by a messenger bird. Warn the Herald his life is in danger if he comes to the mire. Our patrol spotted Avar 3 days ago. We didn't understand why they came down from the Frostbacks until we were captured in an ambush. The leader said they came because they heard the Inquisition was in the area. They want to lure out and kill the Herald of Andraste to win favor with their gods. I escaped, but I can't free the others without help. I found a good camping spot for a rescue party. Will tend my wounds before heading off. Scout Aubrey Greenholm.
Well, shenanigans. Alright, we got all that. We trailblazed. We blazed a silver and gold trail right up the ass. Is there anything here that we can actually do? You.
Nothing to report, sir.
Well, fuck you, rando.
Alright, let's go and try for that. See how fucking terrible this is gonna be.
No sign of the Avar who want to challenge me. Or the Inquisition's soldiers.
I hope the Avar haven't gotten bored with the hostages and that they understand how hostages work.
That's a very good question, Varric. They may not. What are you? What are you doing?
So, you're Herald of Andraste. My kin want you dead, Lowlander, but it's not my job. No fears from me.
What are you doing here?
Why aren't you with the other Avar?
Trying to figure out this hole in the world. Never seen anything like it's like. They spit out angry spirits. Endless. What the sky's trying to tell us? I don't know.
They're caused by the breach in the sky. It was some kind of magic gone wrong.
I know that, Lowlander. I'm talking about the Lady of the Skies. Do you not know her? Can't you see the warning she writes through the bird flocks in the air?
Interesting how widely Ferelden beliefs diverge.
Call me Ferelden again, Elf, and see how far you get.
Why are you attacking?
I thought the Avar wanted to fight me.
Our chieftain's son wants to fight you. I'm called in when the dead pile up. Rights to the gods, mending for the bleeding, a dagger for the dying. That's what I do. I don't pick up a blade for a Welsh trophy hunt.
Indeed.
Watch the water.
Did we just... So wait a minute, I have to open the rift? I have to open it in order to close it? Oh god, we got guys shoot. I'm trying to load. I'm trying to load, people. It's not fair. Is G... Okay, we killed it. I didn't even do anything. Alright. Well, this is going to be ridiculous. Let's do it. Rip it open. Oh god. Kill them all. Waste them. Load me up and fuck me out. Fuck yeah. Rage demon. We're sending you back to the main, boys. Close the rift. Fear my hand vomit. And fuck your couch.
So it was just you, alone in the vast wilderness.
What are you on about?
The lone wanderer searching the world. What's he trying to find? Love? Absolution?
Try someone with a strong arm and stronger will to fight Darkspawn.
Yes,
Read.
but what does that represent?
The Daughters of Song. Wine, music, poetry, and the wanton and frenzied indulgence of carnal fancies. These things are characterize the hedonistic cult known as the Daughters of Song. Calling them an order of the faithful lends them a legitimacy they do not deserve. The daughters and sons, though they saw themselves also as daughters, in quotes, celebrated Andraste's holy union with the Maker in almost every way imaginable, and it was only the holy union they venerated. Andraste's life, her war, her teachings, and her sacrifice were blithely ignored. At its height, the Daughters of Song numbered in the thousands. They maintained a stronghold in a village called Verolay in the fields of Gishlan. Verolay saw a yearly event during which the Daughters of Song paraded carved images of the Maker's glory through the square. The Daughters of Song were wiped out by the righteous forces of Emperor Draken during his campaigns to unite all of Orlais. When the Emperor's forces sacked the village, the daughters would not arm themselves and were either killed or captured. The village was destroyed and the cult never recovered. From before Andraste. Yeah.
Wanting to kill more
Got me some
Darkspawn.
Andraste.
You're just like Sebastian.
Oh, you mean the character that I completely forgot about in Dragon Age 2 and we never really got to know? Iridium. That's interesting. What the hell's over here? God damn it. I'm just parading my bum around here. What are we looking at for time? Alright, our time is actually pretty good right now, so I think we'll stop right here before we continue exploring this area. And we will come back next time with more Dragon Age Inquisition. Bye, guys.